All right, I have breaking news. Newsday hasn't even reported on this yet. It's a little after midnight on May 8th, 2019, and I've been following what Joe Saladino, his behavior. I've been following a town board meeting that ran way over time tonight in regards to another. This is a clear example that Mr. Joseph Saladino, Town of Oyster Bay supervisor, is a racist. He's a racist. All right? Why is he a racist, you may ask? Well, because he has decided he and the Town of Oyster Bay Board have decided to approve a hotel, a Marriott Residence Inn, right next to the Milleridge Inn, literally in people's backyards, and we know what's going to move into that place. We know they're going to be putting sex offenders, they're going to be putting homeless people, they're going to be putting vagrants in there. Who knows what they're going to be putting in there? But this is all part of the master plan. Ruining Hicksville was not good enough. Now they're going to ruin Jericho too. And this was done because everybody who spoke there's a large amount of Asian Americans that live there, a lot of Chinese people that live there, and he's ruining it because they're now lily white people like him, just like he ruined Hicksville because Indian people live there. This is what's going on in the town of Oyster Bay on Long Island. So let me show you where this is going. Now, before I show you where this is going on the map, I want to point out here on the Wikipedia page, he is a lifelong resident of Massapequa. He's one of those South Shore people. That's right. So let's take a look and see what he is doing now. So here's Jericho. It's the town that's north of Hicksville. So they're working on Hicksville. They're ruining Hicksville. It's not good enough that they're ruining Hicksville. Now they're going to be ruining Jericho. And next they'll probably be ruining Syosset because it's not lily white finance professionals, so they're going to dump problems there. And that's what this hotel is going to bring. I'm telling you that's what it's going to bring. So let me show you here. I'm going to go to the satellite view. So they actually want to build this hotel right here where this parking lot is. And it's not a very big area either. All right? It's not a very big area. All right? It's a very small area. You really don't have room for a hotel here. But they're going to be putting it there because I'll show it to you here. I think that's good. Google did a street view. So this is where they're going to be putting it, right here. All right? And there's a pathway, and people live literally right in back of here. All right? The owners of the Milleridge Inn say they need this hotel. Milleridge Inn was a place that was owned, has been bought by Butch Yamelli. All right, now Butch Yamelli is somebody who actually lives in, drum roll please, he lives in Merrick. So he a father of three, he lives in Merrick with his wife Linda. So the guy who basically owns Milleridge Inn, who's been supporting this project, lives in Merrick. He doesn't live in Jericho, but he has no problem putting something that people don't want. Putting something that's going to bring a bad element in. But it's not going to affect him. It's not going to affect him. It's going to affect those people in Jericho. Who cares about them? He gets to be with his own kind in the block. His little enclave. He doesn't have to deal with the vagrants. He doesn't have to deal with the problems. He has his own little enclave. He's just getting a nice sum of money for it because him and his rich investor friends are going to make money while ruining another community on Long Island. These people want to ruin us. They want to come in and ruin our areas. And I'm not supposed to be angry about it? Well, I'm going to be angry about it, but I'm going to try not to use certain words. But these white finance professionals, I've had it with their corruption with Wall Street and all this. So they're going to put it right here, literally in people's backyards. It's going to be a Marriott Residence Inn. All right? Now, what do we all know about these kind of hotels? Is that a lot of them this is where people's homes are. So this is Mary Lane, that's the library over there. They want to ruin this area. They know a lot of Asian people live here, so they want to redline it. They'll get them to move out. They'll be desperate to sell their homes. Then slumlords are going to buy up these homes and move more illegal alien vermin in there. All right? Just like they're doing in Hicksville, they're going to do it to Jericho too now. It's not good enough. It's not good enough that Mr. Saladino ruined Hicksville. Now he's going to ruin Jericho too. He's not going to stop. I'm telling you, these people are not going to stop at all until the only safe area is going to be with their own kind on the South Shore. I know you may be asking, John, why are you against the hotel? First of all, it's the wrong location. All right, it's the wrong location. You take a look at this area here. It doesn't. This is like a tiny little area behind houses. I mean, it's no place for a hotel. Um, the argument is the Milleridge Inn has been hurting, and it's all because Butch Yamelli is ruining it. All right, he has affiliations with Wall Street, the Rockville Center, that whole area, and now it's not good enough that they ruined Hicksville. Now they're going to ruin Jericho too. And this is all part of the master plan. We all know what the master plan is. We all know what it is. Now, you may be saying, well, it's a hotel. How bad can it be? But here's the thing. These are extended stay hotels. Marriott Residence Inn is a extended stay hotel. All right? And when you look at all the places, all the areas that these extended stay hotels have opened up, it's usually in the middle of the island. Here are some that were opened in Carl Place, which were also against the will of the people in Carl Place. They didn't want this either, but they built it anyway. And this is what it looks like. So, people have said that they have seen some rowdy people going into these hotels. They're going to be putting some problems in there. But that's what they want. They want to put problems in there. They want to put problems in there. All right? You have the hotels in Westbury. I could tell you stories back when I lived in Westbury about the hotels on Privado Drive, which is over here. We always had, on the bus, on the N35, they always sent vagrants, ex-cons on the bus to get off and stay in these hotels. I think a lot of them were going to the Pines, but I think some of them may have been going to some of the other hotels too. All right? It's not a place for a hotel. The people who live there didn't want it. But we know what the plan is. We know what the plan is, and that's to ruin every single part. This is what they want to do. This is what they want to do. We know the plan. We know what's going to happen. We know that they're ruining Hicksville. No, that's not good enough. Not good enough that they ruined Westbury. No. Not good enough that they ruined Westbury. Not good enough that they ruined Hicksville. No, they got to ruin Jericho too. And they're probably going to do Syosset too. They're going to just make this one ghetto area here for them. For all to dump all the problems, all the poop. I can't draw a poop emoji, but all the poop. I'll try, but they just want to dump all the poop here. Alright, they just want to dump all the poop. All the freaking poop here. Alright? Well, they get to be safe with their own kind in their enclave. Of course, they can get to be safe with their own kind in their enclave. Well, we get screwed. I don't even live there, all right? But I feel the residents' pain. I really do, because they're ruining Hicksville, they're constantly dumping problems, and now they're going to ruin Jericho. Just because people of a different race live there. It's amazing the amount of racism that is prevalent in the government on Long Island. Let's take a look at the South Shore, shall we? Let's see if there are any residence inns or extended stay hotels on the South Shore. I don't see any in Massapequa Park. Nope. Looking in Massapequa Park, I don't see any. Let's see if we see any in Massapequa. Nope, I don't see any in Massapequa either. Let's take a look at Seaford. Nah, I don't see any in Seaford either. Nope. What about Wantaw? Nope, I don't see any in Wantaw either. Nope, none in Wantaw. What about Belmore? Let's take a look at Belmore. I don't see any in Belmore either. What about Merrick? Do you see any in Merrick? Let's see. I don't see any in Merrick either. Nope, not in Merrick either. No, I bet you there might be some in Freeport, though. Or Baldwin, maybe. What about Rockville Center? Does Rockville Center have any? They have a Ramada, but that's not an extended stay. Nope. I don't see any in Rockville Center either, actually. Nope. There's a Holiday Inn Express. What about Lynbrook? Do you see any in Lynbrook? No, I don't. They do have a Capri Inn. Atria, I don't know. I think that's an apartment, I think. I don't know. But for by and large, the South Shore doesn't have any. Where have they put all the extended stay hotels on Long Island, you may ask? Oh, that's right, the middle of the island, of course. Of course. Just like this is what they do. This is what they do. They put them in Carl Place. Over here, they put them in Westbury. Of course, middle of the island. Because it's not. This is what the plan is. This is what we've got to fight against. But enough of me talking. Let's listen to what the people had to say.
First of all, I would like to thank you for the opportunity for me to speak. This is the first time I can speak and express my opinions openly. The place I came from doesn't really have that opportunity easily, so I really thank you for that. Secondly, I want to thank you for the whole board for what you have done tonight. This is the first time I came to this meeting, and I have been sitting there for hours. Of course, you guys have done the same thing too, but I realize how deeply concerned you are about the residents in this town, in overall, right? I have been listening to your discussion about the vapor shop, where they should be. And I can see that how deeply concerned you are, especially for the young generation in this town. And I feel like I'm really happy and I'm grateful that I live in this town. I came to this town only a few months ago from Brooklyn. We chose Jericho specifically for this best school district and also the safe neighborhood. That I believe this is a reason for many of the people who want to stay here. And this is the first time I came, and I really think that this is the best place, and I look forward to staying in the same town for the next 20, 30, 40 years, right? So I think that you do understand the residents' concern about the safety for their children. If I have to say the last few words, because I know that it's pretty late and you guys probably want to get this done very soon, is that I am the first generation of the immigrants. And I believe everyone in this room, first, second, third generation of the immigrants to this country. You came to this country, probably not you, but your parents, your grandparents. You came here, choose to stay in a place to pursue your American dream. Everyone has different dream, but I know for me, the majority part of my dream is to give my kids the best education they can have and the safest place they can stay. And I hope that you can think about your history, your family, and think about building a hotel in the backyard of your own family and how safe or how many issues you might have or how many concerns you have. Thank you.
So many other folks spoke like her, and many, as you can hear in her speech, are immigrated. They're immigrants, legal immigrants that have come here from China, or most of them might be from China, moving to Jericho because of the good schools and the safe community. And now their community is being ruined just because of who they are. Saladino was at times intimidating a lot of the other speakers. Technically, rebuttals are allowed under the town constitution at hearings, but Saladino would not allow them. The guy is typical, arrogant, South Shore kind of people. This is Joe Saladino. So now let's take a listen to Joe Saladino making his final ruling against hundreds. I mean, this hearing went on for hours. Hundreds of residents who lived there spoke against it. But it meant nothing to Joe Saladino because he approved it.
On the vote, Supervisor, after careful consideration, listening to our residents on two occasions now, the hearing date and then this evening's board meeting, ensuring that we had as many residents as possible, listening to their concerns, listening to the data provided us from our own department, experts, including our Commissioner of the Building Department and our Deputy Commissioner of the Department of Environmental Resources. We asked questions and learned that there are covenants and restrictions that will be put in place that will not allow any catering on the site, that will not allow any conventions on the site. We've been told that the setback is some 83 feet when they only require 25, that a berm will be built, that dense evergreen plantings will be put in place to block the view. We've been informed that the building will be only 3 stories rather than the 4 they originally asked for, and that they will grade the site to bring the building lower so that first floor will not be in view at all from the street, and that the berm and plantings as they grow will take away from the view of the 2nd or 3rd floors. We've listened to information about safety concerns, that there'll be someone through the covenants and restrictions bound a security guard at all times on the premises. I've been told that there will be security cameras which will record everyone who comes in and out of the front door, and I specifically asked on the side that provides ingress and egress to the residential area that the vast majority of our residents are here, who are here, live in, and that there will be a video camera so that no one can come through that area into the premises or out without being recorded on camera. We've learned about other aspects of this application, including meeting with
We knew the answer
Councilman Muscarella? Yes.
prior to coming here.
Councilman McEnroe has abstained.
No, I recuse myself, I understand.
Okay. Councilman Johnson has recused as well.
That's a window dressing.
Councilman Bruno.
I also vote yes.
Rubber stamp.
Councilman Ham.
Aye.
Rubber stamp.
And Councilman Lovero.
I've reviewed the complete record of the proceedings. I've watched the video recording, read the transcript and the petition, and all correspondence. I vote aye.
Rubber stamp.
Motion carries 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ayes and 2 recusals. You have speakers on other resolutions.
yes.
Shame on you!
And the applause you heard there is from this group of people. All, that finance professional type of group of people now getting to destroy another Long Island community. This is the start of it. This is the beginning of the destruction of Jericho. The hotel, this is going to bring a lot of problems. All right, but these people don't care. You could hear that one woman say, "Shame on you." The meeting ran so late, a lot of the people, they had to go to bed. It was so late. But this is the kind of thing we are up against. These people have deep pockets. They're connected with Wall Street. They're connected with the banks. They're connected with our government. And they are trying to ruin one Long Island community after another. The only places that will be left are with their own kind. The rest of us will be forced out. As you know, I'm very upset about this, but this is what we're up against, folks. We are up against Wall Street, a raging bull with a lot of connections, and Fearless Girl is trying to stop it. And we all know Fearless Girl did eventually wind up getting moved, which never should have happened. Again, think Bill de Blasio cares about the people, yet he allowed that Fearless Girl should have stayed there. Because Wall Street needs to be controlled. And I was going to make a video about how we have to work together against climate change, but that's not happening. I can't be nice to these people. People have told me, why do you want to have a turf war with white finance professionals? I'm not the one starting the turf war. They are, by dumping problems in our community, by discriminating against us just because of our race, because of our class. They have no problem dumping issues in our towns. But their towns, they want to have their enclave for their own kind while we suffer. And this is a perfect example of it. And I really feel bad for the people living in Jericho. You're going to see more vagrants around. You're going to see more problems. You're going to see sex offenders. You got to worry about your kids. And people are going to start moving out. And in the place, you're going to start having illegal rentals. And then there's another community ruined. Then they're going to work on Syosset. They're going to work on every single community on Long Island that isn't their own kind. We have to stop it. We have to be the fearless girl. We have to stand in front of the bull and stop this bull from rampaging our island once and for all. Thank you for watching.